Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9 ng umaga hanggang 7 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our module, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Yan, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, dear grade 5 learners, and welcome again to another live session of our ETUlay online tutorial program here at the Facebook live page. So, habang hinihintay natin si Tutor Joshua, siguro may inaasikaso lang po siya saglit. Umpisahan po natin ang pagbati sa ating mga very excited learners who are with us this afternoon, tulad nila Faith Agatha Kulala, Stephen Carl Riola, good afternoon, Maria Janiel, yung ating mga learners talaga na avid listeners and supporters ng ating session. Adrian Saiko, magandang hapon din po from Pinaod Central School. We also have Aubrey Madison, same school, from Pinaod Central School. Shout out kanila Ma'am Jenter and Ma'am Blessy, kanilang mga math teachers dyan. We also have here Faith Agatha Kulala. Okay? Sige po. So, I do hope makahabol po si Tutor Joshua mamaya sa ating live session. I am Tutor Ram of SDO Isabela. Kasama ko po, hahabol yan. At naniniwala po kung makakasali po sa ating discussion si Tutor Joshua ng SDO Manila. At bago po tayo mag-umpisa sa ating talakayan this afternoon, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our live session this afternoon. At gayon na rin po, i-like natin at i-subscribe po ang ating DepEd ETUlay Facebook page at ang ating DepEd ETUlay YouTube channel. So inaasahan natin na with these things, we can share or we can reach out to other more learners na makasama natin sa ating session at makapagbigay pa tayo ng insights or learning sa Mathematics 5. Okay po. So this week number 4 of quarter 4, okay, pag-aaralan natin is to solve routine and non-routine problems involving volume of a cube and a rectangular prism in real-life situations using appropriate strategies and tools. And before we start, we would like to thank the DepEd Regional Office number 8 of Kahandog, Palo, Leyte for providing us this material as our reference for this discussion this afternoon. Yung kanilang development team, yung writer, editor, reviewers, illustrators, layout artists, and the management team na bumubuo sa team na po ito, maraming salamat po. And for this week, so hindi lang po na-edit yan, it should be week number 4. We need to solve routine and non-routine problems involving volume of a cube and rectangular prism in real-life situations using appropriate strategies and tools. Yan po ang ating MELC for this week. Okay, so tingnan natin kung may mga pahabol tayong pagbati dito sa ating comment section. Okay. So I think wala namang bago. Meron na po. Si Arkin Stephen Faustino ng Pinaod din. Good afternoon po. Dennis Rico Cordova. Martin Angel Preza. Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Okay. And Stacy Francisco Papa. Magandang hapon din po. Angela Agustin. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And thank you for being with us this afternoon. And we also would like to award these Math Galing recognitions to our deserving students and teachers na patuloy tayong sinusuportahan sa ating live session na nagsishare, nagko-comment, nakikiparticipate sa ating live session through our comment section, and nagpo-post ng kanilang output sa ating ETUlay Facebook group. And these teachers also who encourages our dear learners to really immerse themselves in our session and learn from the topics. So umpisahan nating bigyan ng Matinic Cuties of the Week Award sila Shanaya Benis de Jesus ng ating suking-suking estudyante mula sa Pinaod Central School of SDO Bulacan. At ngayon, napasama naman this week si Stephen Carl V. Riola ng West Central School of SDO Pangasinan 2. Congratulations sa inyong dalawa, dear learners. And we also have Martin Angel Dave and Preza of Gamu Central School here at the Division of Isabela. And this week naman, thank you very much and congratulations to our Matibay Teacher of the Week, Sir Van Aldrich Virosal of West Central School SDO Pangasinan 2, being our Matibay Teacher of the Week. Sa lahat po ng awardees natin, congratulations at sana patuloy po nating ipalaganap itong ating session na ito para mas makapag-reach out tayo, mas marami tayong makater ng mga learners to address their learning needs. At sa iba po na hindi pa po na-mention, we do hope by next week kasama na po kayo dito sa listahan. Okay po. So, for this time, for our What I Know part of the lesson, choose the letter of the correct answer. You need to use a separate sheet of paper for your answers or pwede nating i-comment yung ating sagot. Just make sure na unahin po nating ilagay ang number bago ang capital letter of our choice. So I hope that that is clear to you, dear learners. Let's start with question number 1. Given that illustration with the different dimensions, given dimensions, What is the volume of that rectangular prism? Is it letter A, 18 cubic centimeters? Or is it letter B, 96 cubic centimeters? Or letter C, 216 cubic centimeters? 5 seconds is given to you for you to answer, and your time starts now. Okay? Ayan. So, ano ang tamang sagot? Tignan natin yung sagot ng ating mga learners dito. Sino ang unang-unang sumagot? Kerubin answered letter B. Same is true with Martin. But Janiel answered letter C. Sarah Marie answered letter C. Okay. Martin answered letter B. Faith, letter B. Steven, letter B. Aubrey Madison, letter B. Stacy Papa, letter A. And what's the correct answer for that question? Remember that to solve for the volume of that illustration, since it is a rectangular prism, we can arrive with the answer by using the formula volume is equal to length and width and height. So multiply them and just substitute the values. We have 4 times 2 times 12. So inayos natin siya according to the illustration. Okay, so the height is 12, the width is 2, and the length is 4. And since cubic centimeters ang ilalagay natin because three-dimensional siya, at the same time yung unit of measure natin ay in terms of cm. And therefore, multiplying the three values there, we will have 96 cubic centimeters. So therefore, B is the correct answer. So congratulations sa lahat ng nakakuha ng tamang sagot. And I do hope sa mga hindi for the next question ay makukuha na natin yan. And here it is. Number 2. With that illustration, give its volume. Letter A, 21 cubic millimeters. Letter B, 49 cubic millimeters. Or letter C, 343 cubic millimeters. And your time starts now. Okay, so let's see who got the correct answers. For number 2, letter C ang majority ng mga sagot na nakikita natin dito sa ating comment section. Faith, Stacy, Steven, okay, Martin, Venice, Maria Janiel, Kerubin, they all answered letter C. Okay, tignan natin kung ano ba ang tamang sagot. Since the illustration provided in this example is a cube, we can arrive with its volume by using the formula V is equal to S cubed, where S is the side or the edge. And alam naman natin kapag S cube yan, so we are going to multiply the side 3 times by itself. Hindi siya 7 times 3, kundi 7 times 7 times 7 to arrive with 343 cubic millimeters. So therefore, the correct answer for this item is letter C. So congratulations sa mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Now let's proceed with number 3. With this illustration, give its volume. Letter A, 90 cubic inches. B, 28 cubic inches. Or is it letter C, 16 cubic inches? Your time starts now. Yan. Sino kaya makakakuha ng tamang sagot dito sa pangatlong tanong? And time's up. Let's check. Let's see. What are your answers? For number 3, letter A says Kerubin, Janiel, Stacy, Arkin, Christine. Okay po, Martin. Okay, wow, pare-parehas tayo. ng sagot, which is letter A. So tignan natin kung tama po ba yon. Since rectangular prism na naman po ito, same formula, length times width times height, and you need to substitute those values indicated by the illustration. Okay? So therefore, 9 times 2 is 18 times 5 is 90, and then the unit of measure is cubic inches. So therefore, the correct answer is letter A. Wow, ang gagaling naman nating mga learners natin this afternoon. So I would like you to post or comment your scores out of 3, ilan ang nakuha natin, at please receive this Math Galing virtual badge. Sige, tingnan nga natin ang inyong mga scores. Sino nga po ang mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot at nakakuha ng 3 as their scores? Steven got 3. Maria Janiel 2/3. Okay lang yan, anak. You still have time. We still have time to discuss things up. At malay natin, mamaya sa ating last part, which is the assessment part, ay ma-perfect na natin yan. Kaya, tuloy-tuloy lang. Stacy, 2/3. Martin with 3/3. Okay? And how about the other learners? Ay titingnan natin yan mamaya. Okay, sige, tuloy po tayo, dear learners. So, in our discussion this afternoon, in solving word problems involving volume of a cube and a rectangular prism, so take note, we will discuss the topic in terms of using worded problems. You have to determine if the object is a cube or a rectangular prism so that you can decide the formula to use, because pag nagkamali tayo ng pagkaka-identify kung anong klaseng figure ba ang binibigay, ay magkakamali din po tayo sa hinihinging sagot. Remember that the volume of a cube is S cube and the volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. Parehas silang three-dimensional, although cube is a special type of rectangular prism kasi pwede pa rin natin gamitin yung formula ng rectangular prism sa cube, which is length times width times height. Ang naging special lang dito sa cube, its length, width, and height are equal to each other. So we can simplify that as S cube. Okay po? So, for us to answer word problems involving cube and rectangular prisms in terms of finding out its volume, there are routinary steps that we need to follow. It may differ into other references, magkakaiba yan. Parang tayo nung elementary kami, may ibibinibigay na step yung aming teacher. Baka yung teacher din po ninyo, they are providing you different steps or method. But the most important thing is that we are following the structure or the steps in order for us to get the correct answer. But for this time, allow me to use these steps. Step 1 is you need to understand. What will you understand in terms of these word problems? Una, what is asked in the problem? We need to understand what is asked. Ano ang hinihingi? Number 2, what are the given? So ano yung provided information inside that situation, inside that worded problem for us to be guided throughout our solution? And what are the hidden questions? Because some problems may trick you up kasi akala natin yun yung hinihingi. May hidden question pa pala or may sub-question pa pala na merong kailangang alamin natin in order for us to get the real answer. Okay? So, good afternoon sa lahat po ng nandirito sa atin. At patuloy po ninyong suportahan ng ating session. Paki-share naman po ito kung hindi nyo pa nasi-share para mas marami tayong learners na makasama this afternoon. Step number 2 is to make a plan. How will you make a plan? In order for you to solve word problems, you need to identify the operation to be used. And the mathematical statement, napaka-critical nito kasi yan ang magdidirect sa inyo, sa inyong solution towards the answer. Third step is you carry out your plan. This includes the solution or solutions of the problem. And step 4 is to look back. That means you need to identify, you need to explain to yourself and to your peers kung yung sagot ba natin is reasonable or acceptable. If possible, you need to estimate to check your answers. So again, balikan natin yung 4 steps. Step 1 is to understand. Step 2 is to make a plan. Step 3 is to carry out the plan. And step 4 is to look back. So now, in order for us to use this step, let's have this problem. So dati, puro tayo illustration, puro tayo drawing, puro tayo pictures. But for now, kaya nga siya worded problems because it uses only words. So tayo ang mag-i-interpret niyan, tayo ang gagawa ng illustration or to visualize the given hanggat maaari. Teachers need to print a lot of learning materials for their students such as modules and activity sheets for their pupils. Miss Santos bought a box of bond papers. Suppose that the back portion of the box, it says 20 inches, 18 inches, and 10 inches. Now, ang hinihingi dito is the volume of the box. Okay, siguro hindi lang na-edit or nabura. Paki-check natin. What is the volume of the box? So, yun yung hinihingi. So, on the understand part, what is asked in the problem? The volume of the box of bond papers. So, what are the given? Doon sa last sentence, you have 20, 18, and 10 inches respectively. So, may hidden question ba? Wala. Direct yung question natin na ang hinihingi is volume of the box. Okay. So, next, talon tayo sa step number 2. How will we do that? Make a plan. So, anong gagawin natin? Our strategy here is to use a formula. And, meron na tayong formula actually. Take note na magkakaiba yung dimensions na binigay. So, in short, we can conclude na ang figure earth itong box na ito is a rectangular prism, a rectangular box. In short, ang formula na gagamitin natin is length times width times height. And solving that, substitute the values. The length is 20, the width is 18, and the height is 10. So multiply the three dimensions, 20 times 18 and times 10, that is 3,600. And yung unit of measure is cubic inches. Now, is our answer acceptable or reasonable, yung 3,600 cubic inches? We need to check, and that is the last part of our steps given. Verify the reasonableness of the answer. So, pwede tayo mag-work backwards in order for us to check. Paano? I-divide natin yung final answer natin in each of the dimensions given. At kapag nag-arrive tayo sa final quotient which is 1, therefore, our computed answer is correct. So dito, kunin natin yung 3,600. I-divide natin siya sa 10. Then we have 360. Yung 360, i-divide natin sa next dimension which is 18. So that is equal to 20. And then yung sagot nating 20 should be divided into the last given dimension which is 20, ay makukuha natin yung 1. Since 1 is the quotient, the volume 3,600 cubic inches is correct. So naintindihan po ba, dear learners, yung ating sagot? Yung ating pagkakagamit ng steps. Thumbs up naman tayo dyan sa comment section kung naintindihan natin. Sige, they are giving us 3,600 cubic inches. Yes, tama tayo doon. Okay? Let's proceed with the next problem or next part. On the other hand, non-routine problems can be solved in multiple ways and strategies. Sabi nga natin, sa mathematics, you can do several ways and means in order for you to get or to arrive to the correct answer. Okay lang yon. As long as you're comfortable with that step or method, there's no problem with that. Kasi sabi nga natin, parehas lang naman din ang end goal natin, which is to get the correct answer. Since math is specific science, so specific din, one single correct answer lang ang pupuntahan nating lahat. So, paano natin gagawin naman pag non-routinary? So, you need to look for patterns. Pwede nating gamitin yan. We also need to move backwards or make a model. Mag-visualize tayo. Kung worded yan, tayo mismo ang gagawa ng picture in mind or picture at print. Tayo yung magdodrawing. Pwede yan. And also, you need to break down the problem or you can break down the problem into smaller parts. Kasi kung confused ka sa dami ng words on that situation or given worded problem, you can synthesize that sentence by sentence, word by word, para hindi ka mahirapan. So dito, magbibigay po tayo ng simpleng problem lang. Jessa has a box where she keeps all her little toys. Its length is 18. Its length is 8 inches. Its width is 4 inches. Its height is 6 inches. And what is the amount of space enclosed by the box? Take note, hindi naman binanggit yung volume. Pero balikan natin kanina yung step number 1 doon. Kung i-analyze natin yung hidden question, pwede nating i-consider itong sentence na ito or question na ito. What is the amount of space enclosed by the box? Usually, some learners get confused na wala naman yung volume. But take note, the definition of volume is the amount of space enclosed in a container or box. Diba? Dito sa problem na to, box ang ginamit. So therefore, volume pa rin ang hinihingi. So sana klaro po sa inyo yon, dear learners. Sana naiintindihan nyo yon na kapag amount of space ay papasok na dyan yung idea ng volume. So take note, box siya and the dimensions are different with each other. Kung pare-pareha sana yan, pwede tayong mag-picture in mind or mag-drawing ng isang cube. But since 8, 4, and 6 are not equal to each other, we can say that box is a rectangular one. So, meron siyang length, which is 8 inches. Meron siyang width, which is 4 inches. At meron siyang height, which is 6 inches. Gamitin natin yung formula ng volume of rectangular prism, length times width times height, and substitute those values, we have 192 cubic inches. So dito, wala tayong illustration kanina, hindi tayo binigyan. But we can, for non-routinary part of the lesson or non-routinary skills in solving word problems, you can make a model, you can draw it, you can visualize it in your mind. At kung nahihirapan ka, pwede kang kumuha ng actual box para maging point of reference mo to answer this question. So yun yung mga non-routinary. Wala tayong sinusunod na specific step, but since you're comfortable in finding out models or you can move backwards, okay pa rin yun. Kasi tamang sagot pa rin naman ang makukuha natin. So sana klaro po yun, dear learners. Okay? Okay. Sean, sabi 192. Okay. Stacy, Maria Janiel, Martin Preza, Steven, pare-parehas po sila ng sagot 192 at nakuha nila. Good job dyan, dear learners. Okay, now, for the what's more part of our lesson, each question is given 30 seconds, okay, for you to answer. You are given 30 seconds to answer. So read and understand the given. Choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. So this is the problem. An ice chest has dimensions of 14 inches, 25 inches, and 3 inches. It is perfect food storage for camping. What is the amount of space that enclosed in the ice chest? So your 30 seconds starts now. So hindi lang siguro malinaw yung instruction. Write the answer. Okay, sorry for that. Pakisulat yung tamang sagot. You yourself will give the answer. So wala po tayong letter dito. Hindi lang po siguro nakita na, hindi ko po siguro nakita yan. And I'm very sorry with that. But we have 7 seconds on the clock. Ano kaya ang volume ng unang tanong? Sabi, amount of space. Time's up. So tignan natin yung mga sagot ninyo. 1,050, sabi ni Kerubin, in cubic inches. Okay? So sabi amount of space. Pwede nating gamitin yung 4 steps or pwede nating gawing non-routinary yan or diskartehan. That's the term. Diskarte nyo kung paano nyo makukuha yung tamang sagot. Kung hindi kayo sanay or you're not familiar with the steps. But hindi sinasabi na hindi nyo gagamitin, dear learners, gamitin pa rin natin because yun yung magiging training ground natin for higher levels. Kasi pag nasusunod natin yung step, mas nasusundan natin yung solution natin, mas namomonitor natin, at mas possible na tama ang makuha nating sagot if we are following steps or procedures. So our learners answered 1,050 in cubic inches. Okay, tignan natin. So pwede tayo mag-drawing dyan, but directly using the formula length times width times height because sabi dito it is a food storage box, di ba? Or chest. And magkakaibang dimension, so rectangular prism ito. So substitute the values which are 14, 25, and 3. Then it will give us 1,050 cubic inches. So the answer is 1,050 cubic inches. So that is the amount of space that ice chest has. So naintindihan naman siguro at obvious naman mga dear learners na nakuha ninyo ang tamang sagot. Next problem. Barangay Malipayon has a Purok project which is an MRF or the Materials Recovery Facility project. Their MRF's dimension are 2 meters, 2 meters, and 10 meters. What is the amount of space that is enclosed in the facility? So therefore, answer this problem and your 30 seconds starts now. Okay. So madaling-madali lang yan. You can use the following steps given and you can do the non-routinary skills or techniques in order for you to answer this second word problem. 5 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, and 1. Now, tignan natin ang sagot ng ating mga learners. 40 cubic meters ang sagot nila. Sino ang mga nagsagot ng ganon? Tignan natin. Kerubin, Aisha, Maria Janiel, Kate Rodriguez, magandang hapon. John Allen Villanueva, nandito rin siya, magandang hapon sa'yo. Adrian, Steven Carl, Aisha, Arkin, ay ang sagot nila is 40 cubic meters. Let's see. Since magkakaiba ulit, usually naman ang mga materials recovery facility is rectangular in nature. So, isa siyang rectangular prism. And with that, we can use the formula length times width times height. And substituting the values, we have then 40 cubic meters as the answer. So that is the amount of space this material recovery facility of Barangay Malipayon has. So, nakuha ba ninyo? Yes. Ang gagaling talaga ng ating mga learners and good job. Talagang nasusundan ninyo yung ating lesson this afternoon. And for the next one, Edgar customized a bird cage for his lovebirds. It models a cube. Take note, it models a cube. It measures 75 centimeters on each edge. What is the amount of space enclosed by the cage? Your 30 seconds starts now. Ayan. At very sure naman ako, you dear learners, ay makukuha ang tamang sagot. But anyway, sa lahat po ng teachers, learners, parents, mathematics enthusiasts, mga division personnel, school personnel, mga regional personnel na sumusuporta po sa ating ETUlay tutorial program ng DepEd. Maraming salamat po. At sana makasama pa rin namin kayo hanggang matapos ang school year and hoping by the next school year, meron pa rin pong ganitong programa. Okay, let's answer this problem. But before that, tignan muna natin yung mga sagot nila. Janiel answered 421,875 cubic centimeters. The same is true with Kerubin, Kate Rodriguez, Martin. Okay. Okay, pare-pares sila ng mga sagot. Stephen Card with same answer. Maria Janiel with same answer, 421,875. So let's see. Since ang cage na ginawa ni Edgar for his lovebirds ay cube, pwede na natin gamitin yung simplified form of it since cube is a special type of rectangular prism, S cube, okay? Substitute lang natin. Again, dear learners, don't get confused. When we substitute S, okay, pwede ring edge yon. Edge or side in a given cube is the same. Okay, yung terminology lang kasi sa iba't ibang references ay nagkakaiba. Okay, so since 75 ang isang edge or side, substitute lang natin yan. At since S cube siya, hindi po yun ibig sabihin 75 times 3. Okay, burahin na natin yan sa isip natin. Because when we say S cube, ibig sabihin kung ano man yung value ng S, you will consider that as a base and you will multiply it by itself 3 times. Diba yung times 3 to multiply by itself 3 times. Anong ibig sabihin ng multiply by itself 3 times? Kukunin mo yung 75, isusulat mo siya ng 3 beses at yun ang imumultiply mo. 75 times 75 times 75, you will have 421,875 cubic centimeters. At hindi na ako magtataka na nakuha ninyo ang tamang sagot. Good job kayong lahat. Okay, so tama si Kerubin. Ita times ng 3 beses or 3 beses sa sarili po. Yes. Okay. So ngayon, tignan nga natin kung naintindihan nyo nga talaga yung lesson natin. So sa mga hindi naka-perfect kanina sa ating first part, I hope that you will get all the answers here correct. Okay? At maka-perfect po tayo para maka-receive na naman po tayo ulit ng Matinic Virtual Badge. Okay, so ready na ba tayo, dear learners? Okay, thumbs up naman tayo sa ating comment section kung ready na tayo para sa ating assessment part. Okay? Nakatatlo sila kanina dun sa ating word problems. Okay, si Martin Preza, thumbs up. Kerubin, ready na po. Okay? So, Aisha, opo, ready na rin siya. Okay, let's do it. So, you need to choose the letter of the correct answer. pwede nating gamitin yung ating comment section to give our answers. Pero kung hindi naman kaya because of internet latency or delays, ay pwede tayong magsulat sa papel natin. Okay? At mag-self-checking tayo. So, sa mga gagamit ng comment section, please write first the number or item number and the capital letter of your choice. And with that, let's answer number 1. By the way, 10 seconds lang po ha. Number 1, the dimensions of a wood are 1.8 centimeters, 122 centimeters, and 244 centimeters. Which of the following is the wood's volume? Letter A, 367.8 cubic centimeters, 53,582.4 cubic centimeters for letter B, or is it letter C with 367,800 cubic centimeters? And your timer starts now. Yan. Sino kaya ang makakakuha ng unang tamang sagot dito sa ating assessment part? Time's up. Let's see. Sino kaya ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot? Let's check your answers. Martin with B, Kerubin. Same is true with Asha, Janiel, Stacy, Steven, Allen. Wow, B. Ang mga sagot nila hindi nagbago. Letter B talaga silang lahat. Tignan natin. Paano natin yan makukuha? Multiply lang natin yung 1.8 sa 122 and 244. So the correct answer is letter B. Wow, ang galing naman. It's letter B. Yan, naka 1 point na sila. But let's see kung makukuha pa rin ninyo ang tamang sagot. And I am very hopeful that for the next is makukuha nyo nga. A rectangular cake has dimensions of 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, and 45 centimeters. Which of the following is the cake's volume? So volume ulit ng cake ang hinihingi. Is it 75 cubic centimeters for letter A? Or is it 7,500 cubic centimeters for letter B? Or pwede naman letter C, which is 9,000 cubic centimeters. Alin sa tatlo ang tamang sagot? Time starts now. Okay. Naka 1 point na sila kanina. Makakadalawa kaya sila ngayon? 2, 1, time's up. Tignan natin ang inyong mga sagot. For number 2, pinangunahan ni Martin with letter C, Kerubin, Steven, John Allen, Sarah Marie, well, good afternoon, nakahabol siya. Aisha, Stacy with the letter C. Let's check. The correct answer is letter C. Ayan. Wow naman, nakaka-proud kayo dahil ibig sabihin nito, kung nakadalawa na kayo, ay naintindihan ninyo ang lesson natin. Kasi madali lang ito eh. Actually, parang 3 linggo na tayo or 2 weeks na tayong nag-aaral ng volume of cube and rectangular prism. Ang special lang ngayon is we are following the routinary and non-routinary skills or techniques in solving word problems. Okay, so let's put this into conclusion by answering number 3. What is the amount of space that is enclosed in a sewing kit box that is 45 cm long, 32 cm wide, and 24 cm high? Okay, medyo confusing. Ano kaya yung mga terms na yon? Your time starts now. Is it letter A? No, by the way, sorry. Ano muna yung letter A? 34,460 cubic centimeters. May options pa pala. Letter B, which is 34,500 cubic centimeters. Or letter C, 34,560 cubic centimeters. So 10 seconds starts now. Sino kayang makaka-perfect? Nakaka-excite naman na makakatanggap ulit tayo ng virtual matinee badge. Okay, let's review your answers. So, for number 3, ang sagot nila letter C, Aisha, Martin, Maria Janiel, Martin, Kate, Aisha, bilis tumalon talaga. Stacy, Kerubin, Faith. Okay. They all answered letter C. Tingnan nga natin kung tama yan. Correct. It's a letter C. So ngayon, comment nyo nga yung scores ninyo at very hopeful ako na 3/3 nga ang nakuha ninyong tamang, ang inyong scores, I should say. So sino kaya ang mga naka-perfect ng ating assessment? Okay. Virtual clap para kay Kate, 3/3. Martin, 3/3. Wow. John Allen Villanueva, 3/3. Stacy and Faith, 3/3. Congratulations. Aisha also with 3/3. Ang gagaling ninyo. And I'm so very happy kasi reflection yan na naintindihan ninyo ang lesson natin ngayon. So ngayon naman, para sa ating additional activities, dear learners, huwag nating kakalimutan na ang ating mga outputs ay paki-submit or paki-post sa ating ETUlay Facebook group with the following hashtags later on para ma-spread natin yung ating sagot, makita ng ating ibang learners na nagsisik ng knowledge, ay ganun pala na-compute yung nasa additional activities. So nakapag-share din tayo doon. So ito ang ating sasagutin for this week. A koi fish is placed in a rectangular aquarium that has a length of 75 centimeters and a width of 35 centimeters. If the water level rises 2 centimeters when the fish is placed in the aquarium, so yung water level tumaas ng 2 centimeters daw nung nilagay na yung fish, what is the volume of the fish? So yung volume ng fish ang hinihingi po dito. So again, ayan na. Paki-post po ito sa ating ETUlay Facebook group at please use the hashtags ETUlay Level Up, which is our official hashtag, at yung ating Batang ETUlay Matinee, which is our Math 5 hashtag. So this week, quarter 4, week number 4, ay napag-aralan natin yung solving routine and non-routine problems involving volume of a cube and rectangular prisms in real-life situations using appropriate strategies and tools. So yung mga techniques, tools na ginamit natin, kung meron man, ay check na check tayo dyan because we were able to use steps in order to solve these problems and we also use several techniques. Okay? So tamang-tama, check na check tayo dyan. So huwag niyong kakalimutan that every Friday with Tutor Joshua, 3:40 to 4:20 p.m. ang Mathematics ETUlay online tutorial Math 5 schedule natin ay dyan po sa time slot na yan. Please share din po natin yung ating reflections or outputs doon sa ating ETUlay Facebook group at gamitin po natin yung ating hashtag Batang ETUlay Matinee. Again, pwede rin po ang ating official hashtag na ETUlay Level Up. Pwede rin pong dagdagan ng ETUlay ng hashtag Tutor Ram and Tutor Joshua para mas mabilis nating makita ang inyong mga outputs. For your comments and suggestions, please scan this code or type in this link or copy natin itong link na ito, ilagay natin sa ating address bar sa ating mga web browsers para mabigyan kami ng mga feedback on how we will improve our delivery of our sessions every Friday and kahit din po sa ibang subject or learning areas. Pwede rin nyo po kaming bigyan ng feedback or suggestions sa edtech@deped.gov.ph through email. For next week, Yay! Week number 5 na po tayo for quarter 4 at ang pag-aaralan naman natin is reading and measuring temperature using thermometer in degrees Celsius. Again, this is Tutor Ram ng SDO Isabela. Kasama ko po sa ating session si Tutor Joshua ng SDO Manila. Maraming salamat po. Thank God it's Friday. Always keep safe and happy weekends. Maraming salamat po. Paalam.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!